Next, Jimmy will share with us the importance of using line and focal point and how it makes a difference in the overall design of any arrangement.
All right, this is an example of the Western line arrangement. This is the type of arrangement that I've done all my life. This is one of the first ones that I learned to do. And as you can see, it has a definite line running right down through the center of it. And that's why it's called the Western line. These three flowers, the orange lilies that are in there, are placed in a manner similar to what the Japanese used to do with their basic flower arrangement, heaven, man, and earth. The tallest being heaven, man in between, and earth down below. I'm going to come around on the other side of the table now and insert some more flowers in there to finish this one off. So I'm going to have to get in front of the camera probably, but I'll try to not to block out any more than I have to. These are Gerber daisies that I'm inserting in there. You see how the concentrated orange color has made it very intense and very vibrant. The grouping of colors is very important in the floral arrangement nowadays. It used to be that we mixed them all up, but as you can see with this, I'm making a very intensive grouping of the orange colored flowers to strengthen that line right down through the center of the flower arrangement. People ask, how do you know how long to cut them? After you do this for about 47 years, you kind of get an idea where you want to cut them. You don't have to stop and measure. There we go. See how strong the eye is pulled right down to what's called the focal point, right close to the top of the container, where all of the intense color and the heavy flowers have been grouped together. The line flows right on down and comes to rest at the focal point. The focal points meaning the place that your eye focuses in on. This would also be known as an asymmetrical triangle arrangement where it has three unequal sides, but it definitely has that line through it, so that's what makes it a Western line design.
Have you ever been asked to help or plan the flowers or decorations for a formal reception or wedding? Jimmy will show you how to prepare a breathtaking arrangement.
Here we have a real nice, pretty tall vase of mixed flowers. Remember, we said that these flowers were jewel tone because of the bright colors. I think it's always acceptable to use pretty bright flowers because they're so cheerful and they do so much for your spirits. They boost you up. We've taken the sunflowers, the snapdragons, liatris, Queen Anne's lace, pom-pom chrysanthemums, iris, and foliages, and put them in this nice big octagonal vase. And we could quit right here if we wanted to, but we never do things the easy way. We're going to add to it and make it even prettier. These are the stargazer lilies, the oriental lilies. The name of this one is stargazer. And we're going to add some of these beautiful big lilies into this floral arrangement. I'm just going to dress it up a little bit by dressing around the outer edges with the lilies and putting one in the center. If we can turn it a little bit, we have to lift it to turn because the tablecloth wants to turn with it. I think you can be able to see where I'm putting them in. You don't want to bury them down in there. Let them lean out a little. Gives you a much better effect, gives it some dimension. The heads of the lilies are a little heavy, so they have a natural droopy look to it, and they sort of hang over a little bit, which makes them natural looking. Isn't that pretty with all those three big old lilies open at one time? My goodness, isn't nature wonderful? And then we're going to finish off by putting one more stem of lilies around here in this spot. We have some bear grass. I'm going to insert a few pieces of bear grass. This gives a little bit of motion to it. It adds a little bit to the height, gives a little bit more dimension, a little touch of drama to your flower arrangement. There we go. A little bear grass all the way around. And I think we'll finish it off with putting 2 or 3 pieces right up there in the top. Sort of gives it a fountain effect. There we go. Had a little bit left over. Let's see what we can do with these. If you don't need it, don't use it though. Here's a spot I think we might can use 1 or 2 pieces. And I think that finishes it off nicely.